we could drive over there. Then we could, hi, you just caught me imagining. Do you ever plan a trip before you go on the trip? Like, do you ever sit and think about the possibilities and where you could go and what you could do? Or do you plan it all out in advance? Like, okay, I need to pack this or pack that. Do you ever do that? Or maybe you're taking a road trip and you kind of figure out where you're going to stop along the way. Do you ever do that? You see, that's called using your imagination, in case you're wondering what that is. Have you ever dreaded something? Like maybe you just don't like to go to, I don't know, maybe you don't like to go to the dentist. Like real, I don't know that anybody goes, oh, yay, the dentist. But, maybe that's just something you really dislike. Have you ever dreaded that appointment? Do you know what dread means? It means to live it out before it happens negatively. That's what dread is. So it's the use of your imagination, but in a negative way. Your imagination is one of the greatest gifts that God has given you. Now, as a child, we could use that imagination for everything, right? We can imagine being a superstar. We could imagine being anything, and we could imagine flying on a magic carpet. I mean, there's so much that we could imagine. But then somewhere along the way, we were told, you can't do that anymore. Imagination isn't for grown-ups. Let me tell you, it is for grown-ups. In fact, we need it. You need it. Your imagination is considered to be one of your higher mental faculties. What does that mean? It means it is a gift that has been given to you. And a higher mental faculty just means that it is something special that you have that separates us from the animal kingdom. We can imagine. There's been so many songs written about that. There's I Can Only Imagine, which is a great gospel song. John Lennon had a song about imagining, right? And there's so many more. Listen, imagination, this is going to help keep you out of the dumps if you use it in the right way, keep you out of depression, but it's also going to help keep you pushing forward. You see, a lot of the times we use our imagination daily and we're using it in the negative. What if this happens? What if that happens? Do you know that 90+% of what you're thinking of might happen? All those thoughts, they don't even happen. Yet this incredible gift of imagination is used to think about the worst case scenario. Now, scripture tells us, believe only. That word believe is connected to the word imagine. Imagine only. Now, the more that you imagine only, believe only, and see what it is that you want to have manifest or happen in your life, you begin to cause things to align with that purpose. That's calling things that be not as though they were. That's writing the vision and making it plain. You see, it's really easy, like, get out that piece of paper. I was looking for a piece of paper, but I'm not going to use one. Get out that piece of paper and write it down. But then if you just close that book, sorry, that was loud, and set it aside, and you don't take time to, just go over it and imagine it. I am so grateful that I'm taking my kids to Walt Disney World, that I've lost those 25 pounds, and you're seeing yourself. What are you going to do when you have released or lost those 25 pounds? You're going to go get a new swimsuit. My eyes are closed. I'm picturing myself in that new suit or that new dress. What are you going to do? It's the first thing you're going to do when you get to Disney World with your kids. See it. Let it become alive in you. Use your imagination. It is not something that's taboo. It is something that is going to help you correct every situation in your life, because you will begin to see it the way that it should be seen, and you'll begin to operate out of that heart or that mentality, and things will begin to change. Instead of seeing your kids in that destitute place, why don't you just close your eyes and picture them in victory? Come on. Instead of just seeing yourself in this destitute position financially, why don't you close your eyes and begin to dream about what you want it to be instead? And I'm not saying the money's going to fall out of the sky on you, but I am saying as you begin to entertain that thought of success rather than the one of failure, do you know what's going to happen? Success is going to become coming to you. The blessings are looking for you. You just need to grab a hold of them. And do you know how we do that? Yeah, our imaginings. So just close your eyes with me right now and just daydream. And not about nonsense, about where you want to be, what you want to see happen, the direction you want your life to go. Those things which have been ordained since the beginning of time for you. Picture it. What does it smell like, look like, taste like? How do you feel in that moment? Then open your eyes. That's powerful. I've been talking to you for 6 minutes and 33, 34, 35 seconds. And we only spent the last couple of minutes honing in on this. And if you've practiced it, if you've done it right now, you can continue on with your day and it's going to leave you feeling better. Or you could do it a little bit longer. But if you will begin to make this a part of your everyday, calling things that be not as though they were, it's not just something we do with our words, it's something we do with our thoughts. As a man thinketh, so is he. So much of that comes with our daydreaming, our imagination. It is such a gift that God has given to you. All right, happy Monday, everybody. Use this week to imagine great things. All right, you have a purpose by design, not by default. Go out there and be the salt and the light everywhere you go. Please subscribe, like, share, comment. Let's take this message to the world. See you later, everyone. Bye.